Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody's trying to design this, and they've done pretty good. We've been emailing back and forth. They're just missing a couple of key steps when they're doing this, and I'm going to point those out. We need to work in the center of the page, especially on this polygon, four-sided. Hold down the control button and make it whatever size you want, and then hit P. Change it to a three-sided. That gives us, it's in the center of the page. If you did it with, now, if you hit that P, it changes it. We need to have it in the center of the page by the way Corel's looking at it. Then he's going to go to go to Windows Dockers and do the corners. And what he's doing, he's going to the inside. So we're going to say okay, but then he goes and he goes to effects and contours to the inside, and he gets square corners. Well, in this case, you need to go to the outside, pick rounded corners, and you get a more even if we did it to the inside with rounded corners, it's not going to be the same. So in this case, you need to go to the outside with rounded corners. I don't even think you have to pick rounded corners because it's going to do it anyway. Now, because we're working in the center of the page, it makes it a lot easier. I'm going to bring in some indexing lines and hit P. That gives me a reference. I am going to take a 2-point curve line and try to stay on this parallel, this line somewhere, but then go way over here, then take the 2-point line. But I've done enough of these now to know that you want this kind of line just kind of continue. All right? We're going to Control D and make a duplicate and move it to the center of the page. There's 3 of these corners, so we're going to rotate it by thirds, which is 120. Control D. I don't have to do all the way around, but I prefer it to just make sure I'm right in how it kind of looks. Now I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to use that same blue, and I'm going to go Smart Fill that in. And then I'm going to use the Interactive Fill tool. And I'm going to go upward. I can change that color to a darker color up top to make it look like it's going underneath. We can actually, that's irritating to me sometimes, but if you do it enough, you can get it. You want just a little bit of a tint of darkness there. You don't want too much. Now we can take this new object we created, Control D, double click on the rotation and make sure it is, and rotate it 120 degrees. Control D. Can't get any easier than that. Now, what I would always want to do is, my nudge factor is quite large. I'm going to take all 3 of my smart fills and I'm going to delete these lines. I don't want those lines there. In case they're a hairline and I do some cutting or you're doing some printing, they could possibly show up somehow. But that's pretty cool and pretty easy. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.